guys? This is my UFC The Ultimate Fighter finale season 15 video. Like my other couple of videos, I'm not going to do too much on the preliminary card. I'm just going to quickly run through that, give you who I think is going to win, and then I'll spend a bit more time on the main card. First fight of the night is a bantamweight fight between John Albert and Eric Perez. I think John Albert's going to win. Jeremy Larson versus Joe Proctor. I'm going for Joe Proctor. Cristiano Marciello versus Sam Sicilia. I think Sam Sicilia is going to win this. Chris Saunders versus Miles Jury. I'm going for Chris Saunders. This is a real one, hard one to pronounce. Daron Kruzisanak, I think that's right. Versus Chris Tickle. I'll go with a dude his name's really hard to pronounce. Max Holloway versus Pat Schilling. I'm going for Pat Schilling. And Brookins versus Charles Oliveira. I'm going for Charles Oliveira. I don't know why they're not putting that on the main card, which is baffling. There's only 3 fights on the main card. But anyway, main card. We've got Justin Lawrence versus John Kofa. I watched a couple of episodes of TUF to try and see what these guys are about, because I haven't watched. I think I watched the first episode, and I've literally watched maybe 4 episodes this season. I didn't really like it, to be honest, but I'm gonna go with Justin Lawrence, just from what I've seen from him. I think he's quite a talented fighter. Don't really dig John Kofa that much, to be honest with you. Yes, I'm going with Justin Lawrence. The next fight actually looks like it's going to be a really good fight, which is Mike, another hard one to pronounce, Chisenza, yeah, versus Al LaQuenta. I'm going with Al LaQuenta. He just seems the more well-rounded fighter. He just seems that he's going to not steamroll him. I know, because he was #1 pick and blah blah blah, but I think if it goes to the ground, Mike Chisenza or Chisenza, whatever, I think he could pose him some problems. He's looked very good with his takedowns and laying on people and actually, giving them a tough time. But I think Al LaQuenta's gonna take this, and I think this might be a unanimous decision. Who knows, really? I mean, like I said, I haven't really watched this season, so I really don't give a fuck. But the next fight, this is the only reason I'm going to watch. It's purely for Jake Ellenberger versus Martin Kampmann. Now, a lot of people are saying that whoever wins this fight is going to fight, I can't remember now. Bollocks. Let me just start off with Jake Ellenberger. Why he's even fighting him, fighting Martin Kampmann's ridiculous. The guy's, won 6 straight in his division. Beating Mike Pyle. He's beaten Sean Pearson, Jake Shields, Diego Sanchez, John Howard, Carlos Eduardo Roca. I don't understand why they're not just giving this guy the title shot. Or, well, of who wins between GSP and Condon, but because Martin Kampmann, I know he's a very good fighter, and I like this dude, but his last he's 2-2 in his last 4. Lost to Jake Shields, lost to Diego Sanchez, 2 people that Jake Ellenberger beat, and he beat Rick Story in the unanimous decision, and then that fight against Thiago Alves, which, let's be honest, if he didn't pull off that submission, Thiago Alves would have won that fight, and he was only 4:12 in the last round, so he had 48 seconds left. So, but yeah, props, he won it. I think Jake Ellenberger is going to steamroll Martin Kampmann. I really think he's going to fuck Kampmann up. The problem with Martin is he plays into people's hands. Like in this fight, I would I would stand with him. I would stand with Jake Ellenberger, because Martin Kampman's going to have the crisper, more precise kickboxing and boxing. I mean, Jake Ellenberger does possess that KO power, that bang, hit you on the chin, you're going. But Martin Kampman is the better, much better kickboxer. Jake Ellenberger, if he gets on top of you, Martin Kampman's not going to get him off. And Jake Ellenberger isn't, no slouch. He's not just going to get submitted very quickly like that. I would have to, like I said, I'm going with Jake Ellenberger on this. It's a shame they're not putting a couple more fights. I know, because I think this is going to be on FX. I believe this fight card's going to be FX or Fox. I think yeah FX. In the States, I don't know why they're not going to put a couple more fights on the main card. I mean, at least the Jonathan Brookins versus Charles Oliveira, that's going to be a really good fight. Other than that, I haven't really got much to say. I'm going to be back. I wasn't going to do this prediction video. As you can see, I really don't care about it that much. Just that last fight really is the one I really give a shit about. I'm going to be back for UFC on Fox, on FX, excuse me. McCall versus Johnson. Now that's quite a very good fight card. There's a lot of, I mean, it's not got stellar names on it, but this is going to be a very quick fight card, let's put it that way. Jorgensen, Eddie Wineland, Eric Silva, Charlie Brenneman, Demetrius Mike Mouse Johnson versus Ian McCall, Nina Garcia, Matt Grice. There's some really good matchups on this. Bernardo Magalhães, I'm really looking forward to seeing him in the UFC, seeing him fight. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'll be back probably. I'll put the video for this one out on Saturday or Sunday for the prediction on the FX. Probably after, probably on Saturday or Sunday, because it'll be after this, the Ultimate Fighter finale, which is Friday night for us here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll be back then for that one. In the meantime, see you later. Bye, guys.